What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Collaboration Station podcast. As always, I'm your host, Flashy, joined here by my boy, Tyler, the greatest co-host on the northwestern quadrant of planet Earth, the third planet from the sun.
That's where I live.
I gotta work on those, man. I really do. I gotta get better at those.
Listen, you're technically right.
I wasn't wrong. I was not wrong.
You're not wrong. I do live there.
But what's going on, Tyler? How are we doing on this beautiful Saturday morning, even though it's kind of shitty?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't really call it.
Let's pretend that it's nice.
It's about the downpour, so I'm going to imagine bright 75, slight breeze in the air.
Well, if you look behind us at the Collaboration Station studio, it looks like it's pretty decent out. We got the cars flying around and stuff like that. It looks pretty good.
The sun just went down, night vibes, but we're cruising,
Even though we just said this morning. Okay, this is all over the place. Anyway.
No, listen. How are you doing today?
No. You don't get to ask the host how I'm doing. The host has to ask how you're doing.
Bro,
Nobody gives a shit about me.
I realize I haven't asked that in like 5 episodes.
It's always Tyler, how you doing? And then we just go right into the topics.
How are you doing, my dude?
Speaking of, we got some news for today. I'm not going to tell you how I'm doing. We actually got some awesome news today, man. So, I'm a huge fan of the Resident Evil series, whether I play the games or not. Of course, Resident Evil Village is officially out. I believe last week's episode, it was coming out in a few days from when we recorded. But now the game is out. People have had their hands on it. And it has smashed some personal records, man. Resident Evil Village surpassed 100,000 concurrent players. The most of any Resident Evil game ever. Which is, when I read that, man, I was like, that's awesome. And what's super cool is, like, 2 days ago, I saw that Resident Evil Village, again, broke its record and it hit 75,000 concurrent players. I was like, that's awesome. Most played concurrently Resident Evil game. Like, let's go. I'm so happy Resident Evil's getting, like, the love it deserves. And then today I loaded up, like, just my news section of Game Informer or whatever you want to call it. And boom, 100,000 concurrent players, man. Awesome.
That's
so
crazy.
Awesome. Because those guys over there make such good games, man.
I was gonna say, I think they know what they're doing. I feel like every time a Resident Evil comes out, it's always like just the most played thing within that first couple of Yeah,
it just
wild.
Absolutely bangs, and
it
it's
looks
really cool.
Really good.
Have you been watching like gameplay or anything on it?
No, but I do want to. I plan on watching a full playthrough because I love like those type of games are the ones where you kind of just like. You let them get scared and like they get to deal with it, and you get to not be affected by any of the negatives about it.
Cover your eyes when the jumps scroll down to the comments, see the timestamp of the jump scares, and
yeah. So I'm just waiting. I think I'm waiting for the right person to upload a nice comfortable playthrough. Just sit back and relax.
Yeah. It's dude, the game looks absolutely amazing. I did not purchase it. I actually purchased another game, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out Resident Evil, man, because they got Resident Evil Village just popped off. And now they got, I believe you saw the trailer, right, for that Netflix show coming out, the animated Resident Evil Netflix show or whatever.
Which looks really, I love animated cutscenes in video games. And that literally looks like 1-2 hour long cutscene, and I am all about it, dude. You have no idea.
I don't think there's a release date for that yet, but like I said, I'm a huge Resident Evil nerd. More so the movies than the games, but
and it's and it's a horror like zombie shit, like easy.
So, do we want to segue into some horror zombie talk because we got a little bit more some new Back 4 Blood news just came out. I know you actually sent me a very interesting text message, and I want to bring it up.
Did I?
You said Back 4 Blood might be a Game of the Year contender for you.
Oh,
bold statement to call it the Game of the Year contender.
I think,
but
dude.
I want to hear like just where you're at with Back 4 Blood and everything like that. So they just dropped that new trailer, which shows off like the replayability of a card system. We can get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
But what are your just give me your all around like your hype, your thoughts. Back 4 Blood. What is Tyler thinking?
I'm gonna stand by that. I really do think that's gonna be like I genuinely believe that's gonna be like a Game of the Year because like it's been I feel like, especially like nowadays, I feel like the last, like no one's really like Fall Guys and Among Us were the two like party style games that popped off. But I don't. Did anything else pop off other than those two games? Like along...
And like the party style, like arcade.
No, not just in general. Because like you have like Call of Duty, Cold War, and Warzone like dominating gaming right now, I guess.
Dude, it's literally right now. It's GTA, Minecraft, Roblox, Warzone.
Exactly. And I feel like because Left 4 Dead is so different in its own ways compared to those games, and dude, it's a 4-player thing. You know that's gonna be like how that game Rust like blew up on Twitch and stuff. Like, yeah, you can get more people in there, but I think this is gonna be like one of those Rust situations where just like fucking overnight everyone that has like a group of friends, I feel like everyone is going to be playing that game. Like, I want to see like certain like content groups play that game. I think it'll be really funny if they do. You know, so.
I think a lot of those like GTA like funny moments groups guys will just like get together, the 4 of them, and just bang out funny funny videos and stuff like that.
Easy.
100%.
But going back to the whole like Left 4 Dead 2, like I don't think people understand how popular that series was.
Still is. Like, the modded Left 4 Dead 2 community is still massive.
Yeah. Bro,
massive.
Dude, they just put out their first Left 4 Dead 2 update in like 10 years or something like that.
Wait, they just recently updated it?
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
What?
It was either a couple months ago or like, yeah, let me look it up.
Let's get the fact check. But like I said, like I know for a fact Left 4 Dead 2, at least on PC, the modded community, dude, they eat that game up still, man. That game is still bumping. Which is really, really awesome, because I'm happy that that's one of those games that didn't just die with the time.
Yeah, September 24th, 2020, so a couple months ago.
They put out a patch, or an up, like, what does it say what was in it?
It was the Last Stand update, it's a 4th DLC, so it was literally like...
Wait, they put out a full-on DLC?
Yeah, the Last Stand update,
Dude.
It came with, hold on, it features 2 map campaign, like, so two new map campaigns, 20 new survival maps, 4 new scavenge maps, and like a bunch of achievements. Like, dude, the fact that they still uploaded Left 4 Dead, and in the update trailer, they specifically said it's been 10 years since they updated the game.
Goodness,
like, people are still playing it, bro. And I think newer, polished. I mean, bro, Back 4 Blood looks
so good.
Beautiful.
It looks so good, dude.
The zombie design looks sick. I mean, I know it literally is the same studio that made Left 4 Dead, and it's pretty much the same characters, but like having a new twist on him, like the Charger, instead of being like very thick and like with the huge arm, he still has the huge arm and like the limp other arm, but he's like a lot taller now, and it looks so bad. Like, if I saw that thing, I would shit bricks.
And it looks like there's just like a boatload more zombies, bro. Like, some of those cutscenes, or like, I mean, some of those gameplay moments, dude, it just seemed like literal hordes of zombies running at you. And I love how arcadey it is. You got the hit marker, you got like the pluses coming up when you kill zombies, like the reload of the guns. It all just, it looks so crisp, dude. But it still maintains that, like, when you look at it, you're like, this is Left 4 Dead. You know?
Exactly, yeah. And I don't know. I think it's gonna blow up, because I think people are so desperate for something new. Like, I'm not really about it. Like, watching a bunch of different Twitch streamers. Like, I'll pop in every once in a while. Like, if I'm working, and if I have like YouTube open and I see Doc live, I'll throw him on there for a couple minutes. But like, from what I've seen from everyone that I did, it just looks like they're so tired and exhausted from Warzone. So I don't know. If they stick to their October, it's October, right?
October,
this one's coming out.
October 12th.
If they stick to that, I really think it can really go somewhere. And
they're just gonna take over that. I mean, first of all, them coming. I think it was whether they delayed it because of like whatever problems or development cycles or whatever, because this was supposed to come out in June. Them dropping in October is genius, because everybody's itching for some horror games in October. And Resident Evil came out now. You know, if Resident Evil came out in October, it would have dominated October. But Resident Evil's out now, so that's out of the way by October. maybe they'll drop a DLC or something, but
Yeah.
Back 4 Blood can just completely dominate the fourth quarter of the year. 100%.
I think that's
100%.
what's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. And again, like I said, so a lot of people played Left 4 Dead 2, so you know there's gonna be like the returning community just to check it out. I know I know I am.
I'm buying it. Oh, dude, as soon as it goes live at midnight, I'm jumping.
Oh, yeah,
I
think I am too. I think I am too. It's just like it's just one of those games like it. And dude, that card system where
so yeah, let's talk about their new trailer. Yep.
It sounds like there's like a game director, and so like each like there's only going to be a limited amount of maps and stuff like that, but each time you play them is going to be completely different. So it's like they got the replayability, which is what I think Left 4 Dead 2 and 1 were missing. Because I mean, bro, that game was fucking 10 years ago. You know, like I don't think any game had a replayability. Like they were focused on it that much. So the fact that Left 4 Dead has that, it like already is pretty big. So which is another reason why, like, if they made that game specifically replayable, I honestly think it's over.
It's actually awesome that you brought up that word replayability, because right on my little notes here that I have under Back 4 Blood, it says replayability, because that's the first thing I thought of, like when they when I watched that card trailer system thing, whatever. I was like, it seems like they really want you to be able to just jump back into this game, because a lot of games will go through this cycle. Resident Evil Village being one of them. I guarantee you, in a week, in 1 week, by the time this episode's even out on Wednesday, people will like be done with Resident Evil because they beat it. It's done. There is like a side like horde mode, like challenge mode in Resident Evil Village, but for the most part, dude, people are gonna play the story and then they're done making content on it or whatever the case is. So for Back 4 Blood, I think they kind of took a step back and they're like, we don't want to be the game where, you know, people are gonna have a great time beating it, you know, solo or with their friends. But what's going to keep them from opening it back up after the story's done and keep playing it? And, you know, the card system, whether, you know, it's nothing crazy. It's been done before. But that's definitely a step in the right direction for them to keep you coming back and wanting to keep playing more. And I like that. I like that a lot. It brings replayability and also diverse gameplay experiences. Because like you said it perfectly. You're like, there's only X amount of maps. But to be able to make those maps feel different every time you jump in is good enough to keep coming back. And I just hope that there's like a really solid like upgrade system, really solid customization. I say this with every game we talk about, bro. Like have challenges where there was an AK-47 in the game, right? Have a challenge where you get 10,000 zombie kills with the AK-47 and you get like a golden AK. Like things like that. I will just keep jumping back in.
Can you just say that louder for the people in the back, please?
Louder for those in the back, please. Dude, straight up. Literally, if you have some kind of system... Bro, I will... If it says to get 15,000 kills with a sledgehammer, I will go in and hammer to death as many zombies as I can to get the golden sledgehammer. Like, bro, I'll do it. I'll keep playing until I get it. Dude, like, that's the type of shit I want.
I do that. Bro, I used to do that all the fucking time. Like, back in Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2... there were like certain titles that you had to do very, very specific shit. Like the ones I would go for were I would always go for the ones that I knew no one was going for, like the shoot down 600 UAVs with this rocket launcher. You know, I would always go for the shit that no one would go for, just so when I got that title, I'm like, did you waste your time doing this? I don't think so.
And not only that, so like you use the word waste your time, but in reality, it's like, you kept coming back to that game day in and day out to do that. You didn't even... You were doing the same fucking thing for a week, shooting down UAVs. But you know what? You had a damn good time doing it because I knew I was towards that.
Exactly,
And I think, again, games lose that nowadays, man. They want to make the money up front. They don't want to keep the player coming back. That's what I think the issue is. And I mean, that's a whole nother story. We can't even talk about that in a podcast, in an hour-long podcast, but... I just hope Back 4 Blood does something like that, man. Like, play as this character and kill 100,000 zombies as this character and get this skin. Even though it's a first-person game, give me the fucking character skin. I want it.
Yeah, bro. Like, it would be cool. That's all I want, bro. That's all I want to be able to do is, like, change the way my character looks. So when I play with random people and they see that I'm wearing, like, fucking... pajama bottoms. Be like, bro, how'd you get those, dude? And you had to do something like stupid for them, like spend 3 minutes on a couch without touching the floor, or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
But like if you do it, you get it. Oh, bro, I want that.
I know. I'm telling you,
want.
like there's so much opportunity there, and I really hope they take that. I don't think they've talked much about customization outside of the card system yet.
They did. Cycle through a couple like costumes you can get for those characters, which is cool. So there are different not costumes, but like outfits you can get, which is like already on the right track, which is nice.
Absolutely.
But,
now it's just a matter of attaching challenges.
Okay, sorry, what's up?
Now it's just like attaching challenges to get those outfits.
Exactly, and then I'm sold. Easy.
What were you saying right there?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I really do think it's gonna blow up. And the other thing that I wish they do is it looks like, I know they altered the special zombies appearances, but they all pretty much look the exact same. Like, I want to see maybe one or two new like special breed of zombies. I think I know it's literally Left 4 Dead, but I think I hope they're not too lazy and just literally copy pasta that shit. I want to see, I don't know, I want to see, like, I love the spitter, and I like how this game, it looks like they have their own takes on these, even though it's the fucking stuff that they already made. Like, they put their own new twist to it, which is cool, I like that. Like, the spitter, instead of acid, it like traps you in like a spider web looking shit. And the hunter looks like the jockey and the hunter combined now, which is kind of cool. But I can see like one new thing, I'm sold.
What was the there was one mob in Left 4 Dead 2. Was it called the witch? It was the thing that cried and like you couldn't let it see you.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that thing was
that was
sick,
in both.
Man.
Those
missions were terrifying.
Yeah,
bro.
I would always be like, fuck.
As soon as you heard the crying, oh my dude, it gets like you start sweating.
Everyone in the party got instantly quiet. They're like, don't move. Don't.
Yeah, it's like, do not let her see you. So I really hope that the witches make a comeback in that way. Like that. Yeah, they were such like a powerful being within, because like everything else, you just shoot the shit out of thousands of zombies. You don't care. But like you said, as soon as you heard that witch crying, it was like, everybody stop, everybody relax, nobody move.
Everybody relax. So yeah, I like the health bar thing too. That looks cool. Yeah. That's new. It looks like their whole UI looks like, I'm about it,
flushed
baby.
Out.
I'm about it. It looks good,
updated.
bro. It looks good. I truly believe this is gonna be a fucking contender for Game of the Year, bro.
It's gonna be a really fun game.
It's a 4-player zombie party game. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking.
What else do you want?
Get to the checkpoint, boom, bro. Like, again, I know I said it already, but I don't think people realize how big Left 4 Dead 2 was. Fucking everyone played that shit. So you know,
dude, you just gave me a brain blast, man.
Bro, I used to play that shit like religiously, dude. I played a lot of that game, and I know a lot of other people did too. So I think Back 4 Blood just needs to make a little more noise on Twitter, I think. Like Twitter and Instagram, get your fucking game out there and fucking get that bag, you know?
What if you and I download Left 4 Dead 2 on PC and run through it before Back 4 Blood comes out? One run through of Left 4 Dead 2, just to refresh our minds on like the story and the game.
We're doing Halo though first.
We're doing Halo. We're definitely doing Halo.
I'm ready to buy Halo. Yeah. Bro, once we do Halo, I'm in. Count me in. Sign me up.
100%.
Let me in, coach.
I definitely want to play, because I want to play through. I haven't played through Left 4 Dead 2 campaign in so long, man. I would love.
Dude, I would be down to check out that new update, bro. Fucking, the fuck was it? 20 maps?
two new campaign maps and 20 survivor maps.
I mean, yes, please.
I'm down. Left 4 Dead 2 would be awesome. So that's Back 4 Blood. As you can tell, both me and Tyler are super excited about that. Just something quick that I have here, just because we always talk about Halo Infinite. I think we're the biggest Halo Infinite stands on the internet right now. Nothing crazy new. We got a campaign screenshot.
Hey, hold on, I haven't seen this.
It's nothing really crazy. The screenshot is just like a picture in one of the citadels that you're going to be going into. It looks beautiful, but what they did was, yeah, right. Just looking for any Halo Infinite screenshots or news.
Give me more.
Basically, what the screenshot was for was to show that Halo Infinite on PC will be playable in multiple different like dimensions. I think it's called. They're gonna have like ultra wide screen support, 16:9, and 21:9. I don't know what the other dimension was, something like that. But basically, they put the screenshot out to show that the game is gonna be playable in ultra widescreen, which I was looking at the screenshot and I'm like, dude, imagine playing Halo Infinite on ultra widescreen. That's gotta be like fucking ridiculous, man.
This looks so. How does it look?
Do you see the screenshot? Do you have it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in like literally a Halo Citadel. Like think Halo 3
You can
Citadel.
get that shit wide, bro.
Yeah, it's like mega widescreen.
Do they make shit that fucking wide?
I don't think they have a
Holy
monitor
shit.
for that.
How do I do that?
What's the it says the dimensions on the bottom of the picture. Can you read it out?
32:9 super ultra wide, bro. They went fucking plus ultra with that shit.
I was gonna say they was super ultra. When they put two
Jesus.
adjectives like that, bro, that's when you know.
They went Bed Bath and Beyond with that shit, dude. Oh my god. That's crazy.
So yeah, new Halo Infinite screenshot. We're getting closer, man. Like I said, 100% we're getting Halo at E3. We have to. We literally have to. There's no way we don't. And E3 is in a month. I'm very excited for E3. We talked about it.
I'm gonna punch something if we don't. Like,
bro, if they finesse us and don't do anything at E3, I'm gonna be like, what are you guys waiting for at this point?
if they do me that dirty, because I don't think I've been done that dirty before. So if they do me that dirty, there will be consequences.
And those consequences will be you're gonna bitch about it for 5 minutes and then
Yes.
forget about it because you just want more Halo Infinite.
Your actions have consequences.
Let's see, what else do we got? For those Mass Effect fans, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is dropping. That's all 3 of the Mass Effect games remastered. 60 FPS, updated graphics, updated like UI and all that stuff. So if you're a Mass Effect guy, that is coming out. I believe it might be out by the time this episode is out or the week after. Not too sure about that, but I only ever played Mass Effect Andromeda. Never played 1, 2, or 3, but I know that those are like absolute classics. Everybody loves Mass Effect. I played them.
Isn't there one with like legendarily bad graphics and like?
Well, the first one came out in like 2002.
But was it the first one? Not.
Are you thinking of the? Are you thinking of the
meme.
Mako? You're thinking of the Mako in Mass Effect 1, which is like the truck you drive, and it's like the shittiest graphics of any, or shittiest like controls of any game.
There was like a cutscene where it just wouldn't load right, and the characters were like facing the wrong way and shit. It was like super bad, but really funny. And I was like, "Fuck! Like, I don't want to play."
It might have actually been Andromeda, the 4th one, because that game was a shit show, man. That game
I think it was.
I played through it, but complete shit show.
I still haven't played a.
Mass Effects are cool games. They're just
Can't
classic.
relate.
Yeah, they're classic story mode games from back in the day. But Legendary Edition is dropping. A lot of stuff coming with that. Next up, we got some more news here. And this is actually going to segue us into a conversation. I don't think we've talked much about it on the podcast because neither of us really like partake in this version of gaming. But PlayStation and Sony announced that the PS5 VR 2 is going to be dropping very soon. So they're updating their VR and dropping a 2 version of their VR.
Have you done anything VR or no?
Sorry, that's where I wanted to take this conversation. I have put VR goggles on for a total of 4 seconds in my life. Put them on, looked around, got nauseous, took them off. Okay. But that was like years ago. So lately, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it was reading that headline that PS5 VR 2 is coming out or something like that. But I think I really want to start getting into VR games, man.
Dude.
I think I really want to start. I want to put on the VR headset and play through an entire game.
It's a whole different experience. It's sick. It's sick. I've done it a couple times. It's sick, and it always makes me like, fuck, I need to get myself one of these every single time.
So in my head, it's like, oh shit, I need to get myself a VR. But like a PC VR and stuff, like it's so fucking expensive. So many cables. There's so much going on. So that's why I just kind of wrote it off. I'm like, I'm never gonna play VR games. It's too expensive. Too many cables. I don't know. Like you got to set up motion sensors and all this. But PlayStation VR is extremely accessible. PlayStation VR, you pop the goggles on, you plug in an HDMI or two, plug it into your console, and you're ready to go.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
So that's why when I saw PS5 VR 2, I was like, you know what? That might be my step into VR because Again, extremely accessible. You plug a few things in and you hook up the controllers. And if so, it's probably gonna be a while until I get a PS5. But if there's a bundle that comes out, maybe for an extra $100, like way down the line, of a PS5 with a VR too, dude, I'm buying that 100%. Because at that point, what's an extra $100 on a $500 console?
Exactly,
right?
Exactly, bro.
So to have like the VR component, and again, nothing crazy, no motion sensors or anything, just pop the goggles on, plug in an HDMI or two, and you're ready to play VR. I think that is gonna be my first venture into VR.
Yeah, it's sick. Okay, listen. Oh, it would be PS, like it would be called PS5 VR.
I think. Yeah, I think it's literally just PlayStation 5 VR 2.
Would they have just like the general games that you can get? Like there's and I don't know how the VR store works. I don't know whose it is. I don't know if it's Google. I don't know if it's Facebook or I mean fucking like I don't know who it is, but they have a game called Super Hot.
Oh, so yeah.
So sick. Everything's
You
like,
played that in VR?
Dude, it's hard.
Is that the game with the red guys and you got to shoot them in the head?
And it's all in like slow motion
yeah,
too?
then like
dude,
you speed it up and then like, you move around the bullets. You actually played that in VR.
Yeah, that one's so sick, dude.
And you had fun. Did you feel like nauseous or anything, or did you like you just popped the goggles on and it was just ready to play?
Yeah, I was pretty comfortable with it. I never really felt like uneasy or nauseous about it. I just pop them on, had a good time. But,
were you wearing your glasses when you were playing?
Oh no, I took that shit off. There's no way, dude. I wish, which is the reason why I think I need to get some contacts. And because I ski too, and like these never fit under my goggles, and when they do, I take everything off, and I just have like the most red lines because my goggles are just fucking, vacuum sealed to my face pretty much. But yeah, dude, I listen, man. I got some games I can recommend for VR if you.
What games have you played in VR? You played Super Hot.
I mean,
what other games have you played?
Bro, the basics. Super Hot was fucking fabulous. Beat Saber is always a good choice.
I think that's like the leader in VR games right now is Beat Saber. Like when you think VR, you think about Beat Saber. Like that's like the game. Beat
Saber is like the tutorial island for the rest of VR, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the one thing that you just have to do and have to play. It's funny.
What else did you play any of those like immersion games where they're not really games, you just kind of like I know that there's like a Shark Tank game where like you get in a Shark Tank and it drops you underwater and stuff like that, like anything like that?
I did like a roller coaster thing, which is like the most generic, like, oh, you're on a roller coaster. I did a cowboy zombie one where like you're in like this Wild West themed location and there's just you're just stuck in this one spot, but zombies are coming at you like all directions and like you keep going like through the level and shit. That one's pretty fun. Yeah, that one's pretty fun. It's tough, but it's sick because like they have this sound to where it's like. If they're off to you, yeah, it's like if you hear it behind you, you're gonna hear it behind you and shit. It's
yeah, dude. Like there are people that play. Like, dude, I couldn't imagine people playing horror games in VR. Put it this way. Resident Evil 8 came out. Resident Evil 8 came out, right? And the creators of it literally came out and said, "We balanced the game because reports came in that Resident Evil 7 was too scary." Literally, people that make a horror game said that their next game that just came out had to be less scary because it was too much. Funny. And there were people playing Resident Evil 7 in VR the whole game. Oh. Bro, I couldn't even play Resident Evil 7 with the lights on in broad daylight and the windows open. And you're telling me people popped on VR goggles and played through that whole game?
No thanks.
You gotta be a different breed of a human to play horror VR games, man. But I want to try. I want to try it so bad.
You need to.
I want to play it so bad.
It's a whole different experience. Like, bro, I was at the start of the pandemic when just like fucking stuck inside, nothing to do. I was on this kick of I watched this one VR chat like YouTube video.
Those videos are weird, man.
And then
that game is weird.
And then the algorithm just like gave me every single VR chat video ever made, and I think I've watched every single one. Bro, something about that game. It's weird, but I want to try it out. It looks so interesting. Picking literally any skin you can possibly imagine, and if any of the millions of things you can be doesn't fit your standards, you can just make your own fucking thing. But like, dude, I found these like people do a bunch of shit in that game, man. But some of it's actually kind of cool. Like, there's this guy that just goes around and like just talks to people and interviews them. Like, they find people with like crazy background stories and just crazy, like, if they're going through trauma and shit, and they just give them the mic and like they talk about it for like 20 minutes. It's like the most soothing, relaxing YouTube video content I've ever watched in my life. But I'm like,
VR
fuck.
chat is definitely a world that exists. That's gonna be my take on it. It's definitely a world that exists.
I'm like, I kind of want to like get in there and see what's up, you know. And of course, I would be like, I feel like the second I get in there, I would be like,
I can't do this.
Yeah, it's like the one guy approaches me, says some like real sus shit. I'm like, all right, I'm out. I tried. See ya.
Yeah, I would. I mean, more of the story. I want to start getting into VR games so bad, man.
Listen, it's the future. I think it's the future.
It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be. Once they figure it out. I just remember being a kid, and it was when Call of Duty 4 was like in its prime, and like that was my first time ever really playing like a multiplayer shooter. I was like, imagine this in like a VR setting where like you're on like this treadmill thing, and like you can sprint and walk around, and you have the gun and you can like aim it and stuff. You've probably seen that video circle on the internet of the guy in that circle treadmill.
Yeah.
And he's got the things attached to his hips, and he can like run around and sprint. Like,
I wish.
And like, dude, that's 100% gonna happen, man. 100%. Because I'm already feeling the disconnect of gaming on a computer.
Yeah. We need something more, baby. We're evolving. Evolving. We need something more. And it's funny too, because I legit, bro, when the Wii first came out, I thought that was.
Oh my goodness, dude. When I was playing Wii Bowling for the first time, I thought it was like the most insane invention of all time.
I thought the world was going to change right when the fucking Wii dropped. I was like, holy shit. This is real? This is real right now? Are you kidding me?
Bro, when I was out there playing Wii Tennis, and like every time I swung, my guy would swing and stuff, I was like, dude, how does this exist?
It's funny, because the first couple times I would play Wii Tennis, it was always like, boom, boom, like actually getting the balls, and then it's just this, it's just doing this.
Well, that's, dude, if it was like the quick little like movements, that's how you got the fastest fastball in Wii Baseball, and that's how you got the hardest hit in Wii Tennis. It was like those little snap movements.
Literally just turn it as how fast you can do this, and if you can do it faster than the other guy. Oh,
dude. So yeah, I wanna get into VR. I think that, you know, once I'm on the actual journey to buy a PS5, I'm gonna buy the VR bundle, like next gen VR, accessible. PC ones are probably better, but just like I said, accessibility is probably my biggest like turn off with VR. But again, plug in a few cables, pop the goggles on, and play some VR games, and just easily download games off the PlayStation Store. Just load them up. Like that's probably gonna be the way that I get into VR. I'm scared though, man. Yeah. I'm scared because if I really get into VR games, I'm not gonna want to play regular games after that. Dude.
Oh, Phasmophobia. I've always wanted to play that. That looks like a fun.
That's like the online multiplayer ghost hunting game, right?
Yeah, and there's like different kinds of ghosts, and you have to like try and figure out what type of ghost it is, depending on like what it does. So you have to like track it, you have to study it. That one looks like a fun.
That's probably sick in VR.
That one looks fun because it is,
especially if you have your friends in the headset, because it's like 4 players or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, and it's spooky too, and it's proximity chat, I believe. So like if you wander off, it's like you're not going to be able to hear them. You have walkie-talkies though.
Wait, that's
you have
crazy.
Walkie-talkies, but it is a proximity chat. So if you like wander too far off, you're not going to be able to hear them.
Wait, that's sick actually.
And when the ghost starts to like hunt, it'll like shit hits the fan real fast. So it's really easy to like accidentally like go the wrong way and split up and shit. That one looks
That's
fun.
Cool. I might have to. I want to watch some videos on that game. So yeah, VR. We got to do it, man. I want to.
Yeah, I think.
I definitely want to get into it, dude.
The next step of gaming.
I need a different way of gaming, just so that when I'm done on my computer playing games, there's something completely different that I can do. It's that Wii feeling. It's literally that Wii feeling. Like I still played like my Xbox and stuff, but sometimes you get that Wiimote in your hand.
Hey, gee,
and you're just ready to go. It's just like a different type of gaming.
Sometimes you just need to experience the evolution of gaming, you know, at its fullest. You know, because listen, what's after VR, dude? You know, what's after VR?
Let me try VR first, then we'll talk about that.
yeah. Let's not get too let's not get too carried away here.
Yeah, let me get into VR first.
Yeah, let me enjoy my 20s first. The rest of my 20s.
So, I definitely want to talk about the brand new game that I've been playing called Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. Ton of fun game, really unique. But before we do that, really quick, I just wanted to talk about E3 for a second.
I thought you were going to cut to an ad break. I was going to be like, whoa, let's go.
Yeah, you fucking thought we got a sponsorship,
the most
man.
natural. I was like, it's coming.
You thought we got a sponsorship. And it's funny because I hope that they send me the email. And like, I'm just not going to tell you that we have a sponsorship, and I'm just going to drop it on you in the middle of an episode.
Please do that. Please do that. That would be sick.
It's going to be sick.
Please do that.
Yeah, so I've been very excited for E3. We got a couple announcements. I'm going to get the full list here for you guys of
Let's do it. Let's get official.
all of the studios that are confirmed to be at E3. Some of them I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Some of them I have literally no idea what games they make, but let's see here. We got quite a few coming here. So, geez, ads everywhere. Are you kidding me? Square Enix, they're pretty popular. Is Square Enix the Dying Light 2 guys? Let me see.
Square Enix is the Life is Strange people, I think. Life is Strange, and they made something else.
Oh, they're the Final Fantasy people. Right? They're the Final Fantasy guys.
Oh, really? Square Enix?
They're pretty fucking big.
Oh, wait, but didn't they also make like those Life is Strange games, or am I thinking of something else? Square Enix. What did they make? Evolve?
Square Enix is Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, so they're pretty. Oh yes, they did make Life is Strange as well.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Cool. Did you play Life is Strange, or did you watch that?
I watched that. That was a good.
It was a fun game to watch.
Story.
Yeah,
and it was a good story. A good story.
Fun game to watch. So Square Enix is going to be there, probably showing off maybe some Final Fantasy stuff. I know Kingdom Hearts is coming to PC for the first time ever, so they're probably going to talk about Kingdom Hearts coming to PC. I was never really a Kingdom Hearts guy, but obviously that's absolutely massive. Next up, Sega is going to be there. I don't know what the hell Sega is going to be talking about, man. Like, I literally could not tell you.
Is Sega usually there?
I haven't even heard of Sega doing something in recent time. Oh, they're the Total War guys. Okay, so they're probably going to be dropping a new Total War game.
I was going to say it's either that or it's just anything Sonic, because like
Sega right now is Total War. Oh, Total War Warhammer 3 is actually coming out. Okay, so that's probably what they're going to be talking about. Total War is like their big game, and then they're also the Yakuza guys. I don't know if you played Yakuza, but it's kind of like GTA, kind of.
Oh, they also made this low-key banger called Jet Set Radio Future.
Yeah, but they're not making that. They're definitely not going to be talking about that this year.
Sega, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's make a Jet Set Radio 3 at E3, huh?
So, Bandai Namco will also be there. I mean, they make freaking everything, so I'm interested to see what they got. Gearbox is going to be there, the Borderlands guys, so that should be cool. Hopefully we get some Borderlands news. Maybe. I don't know. The final edition of Borderlands 3 just came out, I believe. It's called the Director's Cut. I'm assuming that's like the Ultimate Edition. So maybe they might announce something new, or maybe they just might talk about Borderlands 3 some more. But other than that, I don't really know. Turtle Beach is going to be there, but maybe they're just going to be talking about like their headsets and stuff. But other than that, Ubisoft will definitely be there. Xbox is going to be there. And yeah, it's just, I'm excited, man. I'm super excited for E3. Because after our talk last week, where we discussed like all the new games that are actually coming out this year and we're not in a fucking dry spell, I'm like pumped, man. I'm like, give me all the new games that you can. I even watched a YouTube video, I think from Game Ranks, and it was like the top 10 games coming out that you never heard of. And I was just like eating dinner. I was like, let me just pop this video on, just watch it. Dude, I added 5 games of that 10 list to my Steam wish list. Like, I never heard of these games. I'm actually going to shout these games out right now. Let me get my Steam up and get my wish list going here. because
wait, yeah. Let's hear what's on your wish list.
so we got Necromunda Hired Gun, which takes place in the Warhammer 40k universe, but it's like a first-person shooter arcadey story mode. It looks really, really cool. I'm super excited about that. You get like this like mech dog as your sidekick, and you can upgrade him, and it like just murders all the enemies. I'll send you some. I'll send you some trailers. So that's Necromunda Hired Gun. Drops on June 1st. I'll definitely be doing a playthrough of that on my channel. Oh, dude, this game is gonna be ridiculous. It's called Boundary. It is a first-person shooter, online multiplayer shooter, but it's in space. And it's called Boundary. It's literally astronauts shooting at each other. Like, literally, you're floating around with your submachine gun, you get hit markers and shit. Nice. At first, I looked at that, I was like, really? But then I started looking at the gameplay, I'm like, wait a minute, dude.
Wait, hold on.
This could be sick. So, so for my single player, Hired Gun, that's going to be really cool. I don't really know much about Warhammer 40k. I watched one like fan video that I think you might have sent me or something of Warhammer 40k.
That crazy animated one, right?
Dude, that shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit again.
That's the only thing I know about Warhammer 40k, but this game, this Necromunda game takes place in it, but it just looks like a really fun Doom style first person, just action, fast paced shooter, single player. Super excited about that. Also on my wish list, we got Hot Wheels Unleashed, baby. Let's go. Super pumped for Hot Wheels Unleashed, man. They've been They've actually been dropping a ton of gameplay. The game looks like it's done, honestly.
Yeah.
With all the gameplay they're dropping, it seems like the game's pretty much done.
Dude, you see those Rocket League boosts that one thing had at the end of that trailer? Oh.
I like it, man.
That's gonna be wild if that's actually like in there, and if because I'm not sure if that's like the car's ability or if that's just like an overall.
No, the boost is in there. So every car has boost.
But do you think the cars are gonna have like special abilities, and that might have been that car's special ability that you can do that?
That would take it a step further. I can't imagine
every single car in the track just doing Rocket League type like skipping. But that would be sick though. Like that would give me incentive to like learn those shortcuts and shit. You know?
Dude, it was crazy that one car in the newest show they dropped skipped the entire track. I'm like, motherfuckers online are gonna be exploiting the shit out of this and finishing the race before I'm even on lap 1.
Yeah, I'm like, they included this? Oh shit, okay.
So there's some race skips in there, man, which is really, really cool. New 2D fighting game coming out on June 11th called Guilty Gear Strive. I was never a Guilty Gear player back in my day. I never played Guilty Gear. Have you even heard of Guilty Gear?
I've never even heard of it. No.
Yeah, I figured. But their new game is coming out. That's on my wish list too. A lot coming out this year, man.
Sounds like it's up your alley though.
Oh yeah. 2D fighter. The characters look so badass. Like, I'm all for it. It's very anime-y. Very, very anime-y.
And that's all that's on your wish list right now?
Yes. Those are my 3 on my wish list because Hood, Outlaws, and Legends was on my wish list, but I bought it. So it's not on my wish list anymore.
So you're telling me...
Oh, dude, yes. So Bomb Set, Jet Radio, Wannabe Radio
put some
Future 2.
Respect on its name, dude. Bomb
What's it called?
Rush Cyber Funk, dude.
Is there a release date for that yet?
I don't know, but you better add that to the wish list right now, my guy.
I thought I did, because you told me to do it. I don't know why it's not here. Let me see. Library.
Fake, man. You're a fake fan of the game, dude.
I never even played the first one because I played Tony Hawk like a normal kid.
Yeah, no, literally. It was literally either Tony Hawk or Jet Set Radio.
Or Jet Set, yeah.
One person that decided to play it. But I am so glad I did, bro.
Oh, also, the reason...
Sorry, no.
No, please, because this is segueing into my next topic. So
go, let's do it.
All right, so the reason I brought up E3 was because I want to talk about some more companies that got added, but I went back, dude, and watched the Far Cry 6 reveal trailer. Oh my, dude, I don't know if you've recently seen the Far Cry 6 trailer or if you're even a fan of Far Cry.
That's the one with Giancarlo Esposito,
yes.
Right?
And bro, that reveal trailer, literally, it looks like it's not a video game, and it looks like a fucking movie. They have a close-up of Giancarlo, like, lighting a cigar and smoking it. I did, like, a triple take. I'm like, is this animated, or is this... Did they just record him? Like, dude, the graphics look fucking amazing. And the reason I brought up Far Cry 6 is because we will 100% be getting gameplay at E3 of Far Cry 6, and I can't fucking wait. I don't know if you ever played any of the Far Cry games, bro, but I am the biggest... Bro, I'm, like, one of the biggest Far Cry nerds of all time. Dude.
Really? Okay, nice.
Far Cry 3 and 4 are easily two of the top 12 single player experiences I've ever had.
Okay.
Dude, Far Cry 3 and 4, I 100% in Far Cry 4. That was my game. But Far Cry 3 was just like unbelievable because the main villain was just like the coolest fucking guy ever. He was so badass. I can't remember the actor's name. He's in, if you remember from Breaking Bad, I think he's Nacho from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he's Nacho.
He plays Voss and in Far Cry 3, and oh my god. But Far Cry 4, literally one of my favorite single player games. Put it this way. I had a friend of mine that doesn't really play games like that or anything. He like plays like Call of Duty multiplayer or whatever. But he's like, dude, I want a game to play. I don't really have anything. Like, what do I do? I was like, have you ever played a Far Cry game? He's like, I never even heard of Far Cry. I was like, dude, download Far Cry 4 and just play through it. He's like, is it single player? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't really play single player games like that or anything. I was like, bro, it's got to be like $12. Just download Far Cry 4 and just play through the campaign. 3 days later, I got a text. Bro, all I've been doing is playing Far Cry 4. This is the greatest game ever.
Nice.
So to get Far Cry 6, super excited, man. I love that series. They always go above and beyond
with
those missions. No release date yet, just 2021.
Okay.
So that's why at E3, Ubisoft's going to be there. They're probably going to announce some Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC, and then I'm hoping they drop some Far Cry 6. Unfortunately, I think they're going to spend some time because they just dropped... Is Ubisoft The Division?
Yes.
Let me see. Because I'm 90% sure it is because a new free-to-play Division game just got announced very briefly. So they're probably going to spend a lot of time talking about that, but I hope we get some Far Cry 6 gameplay.
I think you're gonna get that just because, like, dude, that's like their biggest. That's their biggest like cash cow, right?
I think Assassin's Creed is.
Still, really, I thought Far Cry would have.
No,
actually with 4. I thought 4. I thought.
So there's been 2 Far Cries after 4, and they kind of bombed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, but there was a super amount of hype around 4, right?
4 was, dude, I'm telling you, 4 is literally like the greatest fucking single player game.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't go anywhere without seeing that image.
The poster,
literally anywhere.
You know the poster. You know
the
poster.
Never played a single, but I can tell you exactly what that poster looked like. Back of my head, dude.
Far Cry 4 was awesome. 5 was like decent. They changed up like the play style and like how the game ran. It was fun. It was a
classic
decent story,
Ubisoft.
And then they released Far Cry New Dawn, and I don't think anybody...
I've never heard any of these. I didn't even know they made a 5 or a...
Dude, New Dawn came and went faster than it got fucking announced, dude. Like,
Rip.
I don't think anybody played New Dawn. And if you
When
did,
that
then
one come out?
Power to you. Exactly. That's all we're going to say.
Dawn?
Exactly.
Rip.
So,
Rip.
yeah, really excited. I'm super excited for Ubisoft's panel. Xbox and Ubisoft's panel, dude, is going to fucking just steal all my attention, bro. They're just going to have all my attention. But now let's get into the new game that I've been playing. Hood, Outlaws, and Legends, man. Again, a game that I think went under everybody's radar. I don't think anybody knows about it, heard about it, saw a trailer for it. But I saw a trailer for it a couple months ago, maybe even last summer. And I thought it looked really interesting because it's legitimately Assassin's Creed Online. Think Assassin's Creed Online, capture the flag. That's literally what this game is.
Nice.
And originally, so I was a huge player of Assassin's Creed multiplayer back in the day.
I think we did play back in the day. I think
not a lot of people know that Assassin's Creed even had a multiplayer back in the day, but that shit was good. I grinded the leaderboards on that game, man.
Didn't we run a couple games way back in the I remember that. That was fun. That was fun.
I can't remember which Assassin's Creed that was in though. I cannot. It might have been 3 or Revelations. I'm not sure which one had the multiplayer.
I think it was the first one with the multiplayer, right?
It was the first or the second one of them. But then they dropped it completely. They just took it out.
Yeah.
And it was like I loved it. There was so much customization. Yeah. The maps were so much fun. The idea of the game was so fun. It was so good. But where's I going with that? Oh yeah. So literally Assassin's Creed Online, capture the flag. It's PvPvE, which is really, really cool. So you got 4 teams. It's 2 teams of 4, and they spawn on either sides of a castle. There's a couple different maps. The goal is super simple, bro. Get into the castle, find the sheriff, pickpocket his key, steal the chest, like open the door, steal the chest, and extract it.
Get in and get out, baby.
It goes so much deeper than that, dude. And every game feels different, and it's so addicting. And the 4 different classes in the game all play so differently. I only play the archer class because, bro, sniping, getting headshots with the bow and arrow in that game from like a distance, whether it's on an NPC
satisfying.
or a player, dude, it's so addicting, man.
Nice.
And then like you literally feel like you're playing Assassin's Creed, bro. Like, you know, in Assassin's Creed when you crouch in a bush, it like shrouds you, like you get the little animus glitch, and it shrouds you and covers you up so you know you're stealth. Same thing, bro. You crouch in a bush, you get that little outline of yourself and your stealth, dude.
Nice.
And you press a button, you get sick assassinations. Like the Robin is the character that I'm playing, the hunter. Like some of his or her assassinations, she takes out one of her arrows, like stabs you in the neck, and then like drops you down. There's one character that literally has a hidden blade, but it has a crossbow on it. But her
I saw that.
Yeah, and her assassinations, she just drops you to the ground and like stabs you 80 times with the hidden blade.
Nice.
It's literally Assassin's Creed,
Nice.
bro.
Nice.
So much fun, man.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I gotta check it out. Because I saw the thing that you sent me. It looks really good. It actually looks really good.
So watching it and playing it completely different. Like watching it is fun and all that, but when you're playing it and like you're crouching around and like you got NPCs around you, you got the sheriff in front of you, and bro, there are times where like the stealth is literally stealth. You'll just be like crouching, walking like down a hallway or like outside, like going back to the extract or something, and out of nowhere you just catch an arrow to the dome and you get one shotted, and you're like, I didn't even see that, and there's no like kill cam or anything, so you just got dropped and you didn't even see the guy.
Nice.
It's so sick, man.
It's all like in the medieval time period, right?
Yeah, it's a medieval stealth capture the flag 4 versus 4.
I can eat medieval shit.
It's so addicting, bro. Did you ever play For Honor?
No, I was that was when I think that was when Beyond Light dropped. And there was no way I was getting off of Destiny, trust me.
Yeah. Dude, For Honor was a really fun fighting game. I don't think I mean, people still play it. There's a group around it. There's a little community there. But when For Honor first dropped, I was so addicted to that game.
That's the one where like you can be like a samurai and shit, right?
There's like different classes.
Vikings.
Yeah, there's like knights, samurai, Vikings. There's all, and then each of those classes have like sub characters in them that have different like.
Yep.
So, and it was so cool because like it was one of the first fighting games that offered like stances. So like you either have to block high, block low, block mid, and like every stance that you put your weapon in was like different moves and stuff that you could do, and like blocking.
No, it was like
and
the
attacking.
most calibrated fighting game.
It was, dude. It was very arcadey, but it was also like it really
super
felt like you had to like use you had to use the weapons. For Honor was really cool, but anyway, Hood. What I really like about Hood. Listen, it's got a couple maps, and it's just one game mode, which is 4v4 with NPCs in it, and it's capture the flag. But what's awesome about it is it came out at a $30 price point, which I respect. I really, really like that. But not only that, it came out at a $30 price point, so you might be like, oh, you know, maybe I'll play a couple games, but with just one game mode, it can get boring. Dude, the gameplay loop is so addicting. I even told you before we were recording, I was like, I knew we were going to record in an hour or so. I was like, I could do this or I could do this. I just played Hood. I was like, I got an hour, I'm playing Hood.
Nice.
The gameplay loop is so addicting, and like the second you win or lose a game, you just want to jump right back into the next one. Because like that, it's such an addicting feeling. Like it's in different phases, right? The first phase is getting into the castle. Second phase is getting the chest. Third phase is like extracting the chest. And each phase just has its own like vibe to it. I don't even know what the word is, but it's so addicting, man. Like phase 1, you're storming the castle and just like sniping NPCs and assassinating all of the outer guards that have no idea what's going on. Cool. Super satisfying. And then you get into the castle walls, and now you're like, oh shit, like enemy players are around. A bunch of bigger NPCs are around because now you're inside the walls. You never know what's going on. And then you finally get the chest, and you're escorting your boy. And when you have the chest, you're walking super fucking slow. Like you're literally just like, and you can't attack or anything. Yeah. So literally one person's carrying the chest, and the three of you are just like in a triangle around him. You got the bowman like looking for like the long shots. You got the guy with the sledgehammer right in front of him, ready to just beat anyone's ass that tries to attack him. And then you get to the extract.
Squad up, bro. Squad rolls deep.
And when you get to the extract, you can have like 2 people trying to extract the chest, and it takes a long time. Like a really long time to extract the chest. So you got 2 people cranking this fucking thing. Yeah, don't you have to like winch they're winching this shit out. And then you got the other 2 guys like hiding in a bush like right in front of where they're winching it just in case anybody tries to like come up on them. You got arrows flying in because the snipers are trying to snipe the people winching because it's still a one-shot headshot. So every phase just has its own vibe to it. And dude, it is so fucking addicting, man. So fucking addicting. And I love that it was
I gotta check it out.
I love that it came out at $30 and it was able to provide such an addictive kind of feel to it.
When did this come out? Because I literally
yesterday.
Didn't... Oh, it literally came out.
Technically, it's not out yet. Technically, it comes out May 10th. But if you pre-purchase it, basically if you buy it now, you can play it now.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it literally dropped May 7th if you pre-purchase it. It's officially coming out May 10th, and it's completely cross-play. And I don't even, and I never.
No, it's gonna be out by the time this goes up.
Yeah, and I never even notice. Like it says in the menu when like the game's loading in, your team, your 4 players and the other 4 players, and there's a little like icon that says like PC or controller. But dude, it doesn't even make a fucking difference. Like everybody is just doing their thing, and like when you're playing, you don't realize that you're going up against PC or controller players. Like you just load into the game, you're in this castle, and you're just like, we're getting this chest out of here, and I'm getting all the gold. And it's fucking awesome because the way that like XP works is through the gold you acquire. So you have to so Robin Hood is all about like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. And that's what this game embodies. So it's like, let's say you make 500 gold. At the end of the game, a little like scale pops up, and you can either put more gold over to the poor people and like give it to the poor people, or you could keep the gold for yourself. So the way you upgrade your hideout, which is like your main little area that you have where you can like customize everything, is you have to give money to the poor. So when you're doing that, it upgrades your XP for your hideout. But in order to buy shit in the hideout after upgrading it, you need to keep money for yourself. So it's like this really, really awesome back and forth. Cool. Do I want to upgrade my hideout or do I want to keep the money? Yeah. Dude, super addicting game.
That's cool.
So low key, super niche. But we were talking about last week how much you like stealth, bro. The whole game is stealth.
I was gonna say that just sounds like a very, very, very stealthy game. Yeah,
it's so much fun, man. And like I said, it's $30. So if you're interested, we can jump in and play with each other because I only play solo queue, and you do feel the pains of like a very like calibrated, calculated like stealth mission online game when you're playing solo queue with no voice chat. Yeah. But I'm still having a blast, man, because by the time you get to the extract, it is just a bum rush of it doesn't matter if you have voice chat or not, everyone's just sprinting to the extract trying to winch it out. So super fun game, man. I'm absolutely loving my time in Hood. So definitely check it out. But yeah, man,
dude, fucking what is this, man?
Out of nowhere, dude, games just started dropping.
Bro. Literally out of nowhere.
I think we're officially out of the rut, dude. I think we're out of that shit storm of no games coming out. And it happened out of nowhere. We were just sitting here talking on the podcast. Like, oh, this is dropping. Wait, this is also dropping. Did you hear about this game dropping?
Yeah, oh, wait, this
is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited,
It took a while, but we're finally here, baby.
And it's going to cap off the year with Back 4 Blood and Halo Infinite.
And just right when the summer's kicking in.
Dude, I really just can't wait for all these games. Dude, you know what's crazy? You know how I know I'm hyped for Hot Wheels? I'm pissed that it comes out in September. I'm mad that it comes out in September because I want it now in the summertime.
Dude, I'm telling you, it looks like a good racing game, dude.
But don't say that Hot Wheels is going to be your game of the year contender.
No. Yeah, Hot Wheels is just going to be like one of those like, yo, let's sell us some tracks, you know what I'm saying?
So you're 100% copping Hot Wheels as soon as it drops.
Yeah, easy. I have to, dude. If it's anything what I think it is, it truly looks like it's going to be an incredible racing experience, dude. I'm about it.
Like I said, I really hope that if this is my if for Hot Wheels, if they have a Forge-like system, because there is a track editor in the game.
Yeah,
if you can create your tracks, right? But not only that, you can put them onto like a little tab in the game where you can download like this week's top tracks of all time, and you could play those tracks, and it shows you the name of the person that made it.
Yes,
then
sir.
The game will, that is what's gonna take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was like the best part of Halo Reach.
Dude, I can't tell you
into
the down
how
the
many
weekly...
custom. Yeah, I can't tell you how many custom maps I have downloaded, how many custom game modes I have downloaded. Bro, I have a whole library of maps and games made by complete randos, you know? But they're some of the most fun gaming like games that I've ever played inside of another. Dude, it's so fun.
It literally It literally turns whatever game that it's in into a giant sandbox. Once you give like random people the ability to just do that type of shit, even if it's as simple as just making a racetrack, bro, motherfuckers gonna be making tracks with like 58,000 loop-de-loops in it.
Even if it's as simple as just making a fucking downhill. Like, I want someone to make the steepest fucking drop you can make, just leading up to a ramp at the end. I just want to launch my shit, bro.
Yeah, yep.
Let's go to the fucking moon, dude. I'm about it. Like, just
I really hope they do that, man. If the creators of Hot Wheels are somehow listening to the last hour of this podcast, please
hook us up.
Put a custom downloadable track, weekly, monthly, all-time list in there where you can just jump in there. You press A on one that looks cool, and you have it downloaded in your library. And when you go to do a race, you could press custom tracks or whatever, game tracks, whatever.
Dude, it's gonna be sick. Like someone's gonna make like an actual NASCAR like loop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
100%.
Dude, I just give it to us, bro.
And then if you can play with all of like the Hot Wheels stuff, like freaking have sharks and dragons and all this like crazy stuff happening on a track, dude. You have like a water portion, and then it goes up and like
dude,
there's so much potential, man. There's so much potential in a racing game like that, dude.
And I love how everything's to scale too. So like when you're racing, it looks like you're in this giant fucking room with just, you know, like big ass TVs in the background, but it's not really because you're just playing to scale. So you really are this tiny race car on this orange track. I love it, dude. I love it.
And just see,
bro. There's just there's so much potential to do so much fun shit with that game because they don't like it's Hot Wheels. They're not bound to anything. They can literally do whatever they want. They have a fucking shark car, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they can do whatever they want. And I'm excited to see what that extent is. You know, like how their creativity cap, if you will, you know?
See how far they go with it, man. We'll definitely have to see how far they go with it. But yeah, that doesn't launch till September. Huge bummer. But
I know.
I hope something comes out this summer, man. There's got to be like a summer game. There's got to be a summer game.
Hot Wheels is going to be fun to like hold me over until Back 4 Blood.
Yes, September to October is going to be nice.
That's perfect.
And
because like Hot Wheels, listen, like being realistic here, like Hot Wheels does look fun, but it's a fucking Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna play it 24/7, but if it's a fun racing game, I'm gonna fucking race on that game. So having it from September to October is fucking perfect.
Dude, so perfect. The most recent leak for Halo Infinite is November 2021. So if we got Hot Wheels in September, Back 4 Blood into October, hold this over to Halo Infinite in November, and then from there, I'm just playing Halo. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, yep.
I'm just playing Halo. Literally, don't even speak to me. I don't even want to hear it.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I'm
excited, bro. I'm genuinely stoked.
So yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Talked about a bunch of different games, whole lot of stuff going on in the gaming world. We're super excited about it. We hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, all of our Instagrams and links and everything down in the description. If you're watching the video version, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching the audio or listening to the audio version, we also have a video version. Don't forget. So,
and if you're on YouTube, let us know what game you guys are looking forward to on E3. I want to know.
Leave a comment about E3. We'll keep doing that. Baby. Let's
get involved here, you know? Let's get involved.
Let's definitely start getting you guys involved. Definitely start talking about... I want to know what you guys
are thinking, you know?
Some E3 stuff, and next week on the episode, or as the weeks go on, leading up to E3 in a month, we'll definitely be talking about what you guys are excited for and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're out of here. See you next week. Peace.